Welcome back to the program today from Los Angeles, California, the home of our affiliate, 830 KLAA. Tune us in if you're in the Los Angeles area. Now, if you've watched this TV program at all, you know that I think Iran is dangerously crazy as a country. It's run by psychopaths who are still living in the 12th century. Now, fortunately for me, I get to have that opinion here in America. But millions of Iranians are suffering under President Tom's rule. They're not so lucky. Women have it the worst of all over in the Middle East, in particular in this story in Iran. That brings us to the story of two women. They share the exact same name, Nazanin. The first one is an 18-year-old girl from Tehran. She was sentenced to death by an Iranian court after stabbing and killing one man. Unfortunately, the way she stabbed and killed them, she stabbed this one guy. He was one of three that were attempting to rape her and her 16-year-old niece. Yes, you heard me right. She now is the one on trial and sentenced to death. The other is a former Miss World Canada and a native Iranian who has adopted this cause of her Iranian namesake. She is trying to rally international support and save this young girl's life. But she has her work cut out for her. In Iran, a woman's life is only worth half as much as a man's, and a rape, believe it or not, is a crime where the burden of proof lies with the accused. Nazanin, she joins me now. What are the circumstances surrounding this conviction?
Well, she was sentenced to death by hanging from the judiciary in Iran. She would have needed 4 male witnesses to basically legitimize her word. And obviously, in a situation like that, she didn't have that.
Okay,
so as a result,
I want to understand this, because so many people don't understand. Even in our good friend Pakistan, in that country, you need 3 men. In Iran, you need 4 witnesses that were eyewitnesses to it and saying it happened.
Well, you need 4 male witnesses to say that such an occurrence took place, because in the court system, the statement of a woman is worth half that of the man. So if the reverse had taken place and the man had stabbed Nazanin, there would be probably no way he could have been sentenced to death.
Unbelievable. So now this went to trial. She has been sentenced to hang. You're involved because you're trying to rally international support. What good is that going to do?
Well, already we've had a lot of support and a lot of success, quote unquote, through international pressure, through the signatures on the petition, which has garnered 260,000 signatures, and the support of the UN, the EU, Canadian Parliament, and many international organizations, human rights organizations. On June 1st, the head of judiciary in Iran granted a stay of execution and ordered this new retrial. So this is the retrial that's taking place in less than 24 hours now, January 10th, 10:30 a.m. Tehran time. And we're just waiting to see this verdict so we know what action to take now.
Okay, you know, I saw the trial of Saddam, and what's really strange, over the Middle East, everything is just different than it is here. With the trial of Saddam, it was almost a formality. You hear all the evidence in private, and then you go through this court. It's almost a charade. What are the odds of her actually getting a fair trial, and one that you can trust is, you know, decent?
Well, we have a very good lawyer for her, a very well-recognized lawyer, Shadiya Sadr, on her case. And at the same time, she's, based on past cases like that of Afshin-Jam, another woman in 1997 who killed a police officer out of self-defense after he tried to rape her. With enough international pressure, she was released. So we're hoping the same will happen with Nazanin.
So you're from Iran originally. How long have you lived, I assume, in Canada?
I left when I was 1. The revolution happened, and my father was imprisoned and tortured by the Revolutionary Guard, so we had to leave the country right away, and we've made our life here in Canada.
What is it like to be from a country that has such a glorious past to it and has been taken and just jammed back into the 12th century?
It's unfortunate, especially obviously those that are living within Iran, because the people of Iran don't want this. It's basically the clerics in power who have the say, and it's through pressure from the outside world and especially from those within the country, that we'll be able to see change.
Yeah. All right, so I'm sitting at home and I'm listening to the story, and I want to make sure this woman isn't executed for, trying to defend herself against a rapist. What do you do? How can we help?
I suggest go on www.helpnazanin.com and read the What You Can Do section, sign the petition, bombard the judiciary's fax with your personal messages, because that makes a huge difference, and just raise awareness.
Okay. Thank you so much, and best